is up, everyone? It is XMPFX813 coming at you with a video that's going to help you be better at Call of Duty Ghosts. Sorry if you heard that truck go by. There is semis that go by my room constantly. Anyways, so this is going to help you be more successful in Call of Duty. This is going to be a two-part video since it is pretty long because there's a lot of information to help you guys actually become better at the game and not just fill you full of, crap and nonsense. So first off, this video is going to be about gun setups and perks. And gun setups are pretty bland, so it's going to be a quick portion of the video. That's coming up right now. And then we're going to go ahead and get into the perks. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go, jump into this video, and hopefully you enjoy it. Give me a like. Phone ringing. Very professional. See ya. So now we are in the gun section of the setup. Setup is 90% of your success in this game, like I've said before. And also the guns, I'm just going to go ahead and run through them because the perks is what really matter in this game. And you'll see I have no secondaries or lethals or tacticals on any of my classes. That's just personal preference as far as being able to get all of the perks that I want. So we're going to go ahead, and SC2010 is an absolute animal. I use muzzle brake and red dot on it. My favorite gun as of right now is the Remington R5 with red dot muzzle brake. I know a lot of people will say that the MSBS is 10 times better, but my accuracy in this game for some reason is not the best that it could be. Especially with the MSBS, it seems like I only hit, maybe 1 or 2 bullets per burst, and I get really aggravated because I don't one burst people. But I use it every now and then, and it has the muzzle brake and red dot on it. As you can see, I'm not too concerned about silencers or anything. My one silence class is the Honey Badger, and I put the foregrip and the red dot because I don't really see any other attachments in here that I could put on here that would be beneficial to myself besides maybe the tracker sight, but I just don't like the way it blurs everything out, so I don't use that, or the extended mags. That's really it. The Vector, you'll notice in my other video I said I run it with foregrip and rapid fire. I still do that. This is just my sneaky class. I find myself a lot when I'm using the Vector that I rush, and I don't want people to know exactly where I am whenever I shoot my gun. I'd rather kind of sacrifice the range and a little bit of damage, being that this is a high damage submachine gun, and be able to stay sneaky and behind their enemy lines without anyone noticing. And then have the USR with extended mags. You could put chrome line barrel, but just really your damage is really already there, and it just decreases accuracy. Or you could put armor piercing or whatever, or thermal or ACOG. It really personal preference. I really am a terrible sniper. That's why you see the assault package, because I'm really not trying to get gun kills, like gun streaks with it or anything. I just like doing it, messing around, because I think it's fun and funny when I actually hit shots, because I am bad. But we'll go ahead and dive into the perks right now. Alright, so now we are into the perk setup, and the perk setup for these guns in all of Call of Duty, especially Ghost. This is the most important part of being successful in Call of Duty, I believe, is the perk setups and what you use them for, what situations, and what guns specifically. There's certain things that you have to have when you're using assault rifle, and certain things that you have to have when you're using the SMG. So for the assault rifle, I'm going to go ahead and get into it. The number one thing that you have to have is Stalker. In my opinion, you really have to have it. You don't want to be moving super slow when you're aimed down sight. Like if you're strafing or rounding a corner, you want to be able to get on target and make sure the enemy can't get on target. Quick draw is another. You want to be able to pull that gun up as soon as possible and be able to actually, get on target and get the first shot off before the other person, because if that person doesn't have focus or anything, they're not going to be able to hit you, and you're going to win that gunfight. Ready up is really important. If you're someone like myself who sprints a lot, which is a really bad thing to do in general in Call of Duty, it doesn't really matter, Ghost, Black Ops, MW3, sprinting is really bad, especially if you sprint around corners. You tend to get killed that way, and I do generally sprint around corners just because I'm stupid and want to get to the action. And especially with these maps being larger, I sprint all the time. So this is really important to me, is ready up, because it makes you be able to pull it up and everything get ready faster after you finish sprinting. Dead silence is another really important aspect of this game due to the fact that the sound whoring is extremely real. I actually made a video about it. I'll link it right now. Hashtag plug. No, but the sound hoarding is insane in this game. I hear people across the map sometimes, and it astonishes me. I can tell if they're above me, but behind me, to the right, to the left. So if you have headsets, or even if you don't have headsets, I really suggest running Dead Silence because, a lot of people that play Call of Duty now have headsets, especially with ones, like that are $100 and stuff. So a lot of people do end up picking them up at this time, and it's just because people are evolving and getting better at the game, but focus is another one that's super important to me. Like, I really hate when I'm on target and I get shot, and even though I got the first shot, he got the next one and it knocked me off target and he kills me. I really hate that. So that's why I run focus, and I think it's super essential to being successful in this game because if you're not on target and you're not hitting them, then you can't kill them. Thus, you get killed. So make sure you run it just to make me happy, and obviously win gunfights. So next, I run Specialist just because there's so many perks in this game. I feel like I need a lot of them, and I don't really like any of the kill streaks in this game. I don't think any of them are extremely well, except for Maniac. Maniac is so fun, and Guard Dog is really OP, but it doesn't actually, actively get you kills. It kind of, protects you or avenges you. So I run Scavenger, obviously, because around 3 to 5 kills, I am running out of ammo, and I really don't want to. The gun I pick is the gun I want for that map or the gun I want for that situation. I don't want to have to pick up someone's SMG if I'm using an assault rifle, or pick up a sniper, or a different gun that I don't want to use. So I really prefer to run Scavenger around 3 to 5 kills. I really like Amplify because I can hear people, halfway across the map, and then it really makes me be able to tell if they're, where they are in my surroundings, because it does just make them louder. Everything they do when they jump, when they hit water, when they hit a mud puddle, it makes everything super loud. I can't even tell if they're above me. It's insane. Ping, because if you are in close quarters, or you are getting ready to go around a corner and you kill someone, and there's someone next to them, you want to be able to know that and not rush in there blindly and then have to try to get on target. You want to know that they're there and be able to wait for them to come around the corner looking for you, or go around the corner knowing where they are. So then we get into the super, not the most essential, but really important perks, I believe. Off the grid, because at this point in time, there are a lot of people running SATCOMs, and you just want to stay off of it. There are a lot of people running ping. You want to stay off of it. And, it's really important to sometimes, especially when you get into the higher kill streaks, because people are going to start coming for you and looking for you, and you want to be able to stay off of their radars. So tack resist, because of the same thing. Once you get in these high kills, like this starts at 11, once you get in these high kill streaks, people come looking for you, especially since it says on the screen that, so-and-so's on a 10 kill streak, so-and-so's on a 5 kill streak. So you really want these, because people are going to come looking for you. They're going to throw 9-banks, they're going to throw concussions, they're going to throw flashes. So tack resist really helps in that aspect. And then on the go, because, if you're running away from someone, you want to be able to reload, and then when you come around the corner, when they come around the corner, be ready instead of be reloading around the corner. And it really helps with an assault rifle. I found the AK-12, because you shoot and then run away when you're trying to reload, and that reload animation is terrible. I don't know who made it, and I don't know why they made it that way. The longest reload I've ever experienced, or at least would knowingly experienced in any Call of Duty game ever, or really any game ever besides LMGs. I think some LMGs are just as fast as that gun. It's so bad with that reload animation. That's the only reason I don't use it, is the reload animation. So then I use Hardline, because I don't want to choke a KEM on 24. I'd rather choke it on 23. But it just makes it a little bit easier to be able to get that KEM or whatever. So now we're going to go ahead, and the only thing I changed with these 3 classes is, besides the SC2010, is I put Sleight of Hand in here, and I switched where Amplify and Dead Silence were. I chose to put Amplify in my starting setout, and then get Dead Silence later on, because I just found, they both work. It doesn't really matter which one you do, as long as you end up getting the perks. I tend to go on 11, 12, 13 kill streaks, so it makes it, not too necessarily bad, because I start to pick them off at range, and then they start rushing me. So by the time I get Dead Silence, they're already up on me and they can't really hear me. And if they're running Amplify, it doesn't really matter anyways, because it just totally cancels out Dead Silence. Vector, or really any submachine gun, you want quick draw, because you are tending to be rushing around. You want to be able to get that gun up quicker, which is a big thing to me. I want to be able to aim down sights. I don't trust hip fires super much, except for on this gun, especially if I have a foregrip. It's a laser beam of death, but right now I'm not running a foregrip on it most of the time, so I really want that, be able to get up and aim down sights. So then we have amplify because when I'm close to these people, I want to be able to tell where they are, if they're on the other side of the wall or if they're upstairs. I want to be able to know. Again, focus, I can't live without it because I hate when I get killed for no reason. It's extremely annoying when I'm on target and I get knocked off to me. Scavenger, because with SMGs I tend to run out of ammo a lot quicker, or at least it feels like I tend to run out of ammo a lot quicker because I find 2 or 3 people at the same time. So I want the scavenger right off the back, so that way when I'm around these people, I don't have to run around a corner with only 17 bullets and get killed because I can only kill 2 people and not the third person that was there because I didn't have a full clip because I had run out of bullets. That's happened to me quite a bit, and that's why I decided to move scavenger from my specialist into my main perk setup. And then ping, because when you're in close quarters, you want to be able to know where people are. You want to know that they're there, and you want to know if they're around the corner or if they're on the other wall. When you kill an enemy and it shows them up, it makes it so much easier. It makes it that much easier because it even tells you, if they're above or below on the mini map. And then once you figured out how to run that mini map, it's a really good perk to have ping. For my specialist package, I have Dead Silence. Obviously, it's the first one I get. It just kind of completes it, and all the other ones are a little bit more optional in my opinion as far as the submachine gun class goes. The next one I have is Sleight of Hand. I really like it. It makes it so I can reload super quick because generally, like I said, when you get into higher kill streaks, it seems like everyone seems to come after you because chances are you've killed most of them on the team unless there's just one person that's mindlessly running at you. And you want to be able to get that reload quicker. Even though it's a 32 round clip, I believe, in the Vector, you want to be able to reload quicker. And then off the grid, because people start coming for you at these 10 kill streaks, these 6 kill streaks. They start coming for you. It's been like that in every Call of Duty. People just don't want other people to be successful because in turn that means they're not being successful. So staying off of people's pings and satcoms and everything is super important when you get in these higher kill streaks. And these are really just optional. Steady aim just for if you do have to hip fire someone, you actually hit them and kill them as opposed to hitting them 2 times and they kill you. Agility, because like I said, you want to be able to run away quick when you get in these higher kill streaks so you don't have to sit there and get killed. Attack resist, again, people are going to be coming after you. And hard lines, so you choke on 23 and not 24. So that really rounds it up for my perks. The snipers, I just chose Stalker because I like the hard scope a lot. Quick draw, I like to bring the gun up. Agility, I like to run away. Focus, I don't want to get shot by someone across map and not be able to hit my shot on them. And Gambler, because why not? And then I don't run specialist on this because I don't do well enough with a sniper to actually reap the benefits. Maybe I'll get a 5 kill streak and get a dog, and that's awesome. If I get a maniac, that's even better because I tend to only snipe when other teams are sniping a lot. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. I have a subscribe button in the top right, a link to my channel in the top left. Twitter is down below. The video on the left is my assault rifle review. The video on the right is my submachine gun review, and there will be another aspect of this game, of this series coming to you. It will be just about playstyle and how to play the game, and it will fit into the perk and class setups. So be sure to check back for that, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say peace out, guys.